this for content.
Yeah.
It's all about the content.
That's right.
Gary V, right?
I'm running for office.
Yeah. And you're selling houses.
We counted last night. We had 6 deals in the works right now.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
We're moving some real estate.
I love it.
Me too.
Matt, you ready? Yep. All right. Welcome to the Flathead Home Show. My name's Justin Meccia. Happy weekend to your friends. It is spring. Spring is in the air. And you know what that means? We're going to be voting soon, actually. I'm going to just go right to it because, the people have spoken. There's a lot on our mind, and a lot of it starts with property taxes. And so, that has to, that impacts real estate. And what we talk about here on the Flathead Home Show is real estate. So we're going to talk about property taxes this weekend. Before I get to my great guest, good friend of mine in the studio here, I'm going to thank my sponsors. All About You Wellness and Aesthetics and Montana Basement Solutions, solving your water and mold problems for good. I've had you on the show in the past, and we've discussed sticks and bricks then too, Jim Riley. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. How you doing?
I'm well, man. I'm well. I'm living large here in the Flathead.
You're bragging about spring, but I think it snowed this morning again.
I know. Well, that's Montana for you.
Do we plant our gardens yet, or do we wait until the snow's off the Swan?
As I shared last week, we're approaching May. And May is known for, well, it may snow, it may rain, it may see sun. This is just May. Right?
Yeah, okay. Well, I like that.
Okay. Jim, your name is on a few signs in yards that say for sale, right? Because you sell real estate.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And that's what we've talked about in the past. Your name is also on another sign that I see in yards that say, vote for me.
I've been knocking on a lot of doors in my district. I'm running for legislator for House District 6.
Yeah.
And as I'm going to knock, I bring my daughter so that I got a little buffer there. But I'm thinking, I'm the last person they want knocking on the door. A real estate agent or a politician. I mean, seriously.
And you can do both now.
I can do both now. Yeah. Hey, vote for me. And by the way, do you want to sell your house?
That's right. Exactly. If you don't vote for me, I'll sell your house.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Get
out of my district.
That's right. Fair enough. Okay, so we've spoken about, and I've had other candidates on the show in the past, and we keep it light and friendly because we're here to talk about real estate.
Yeah.
But the reality is property taxes sees no partisanship, right? Property taxes are there.
They are there. They're alive and well. And I've seen some of the effects of that, through some of the stories I've heard, knocking on doors, having meetings, and it's not a good thing.
It's been a topic. It's been actually it's been a topic for a while. It's become a hotter topic of late. I mean, we've seen the legislator shake things up a little bit. Some people have really grumbled about that. Other people are a little bit confused about that. And I'm going to raise my hand in that category too, because I'm a little confused, right?
Yeah.
As to really what's going to happen, how that whole thing is going to shake out. Ultimately, though, I still pay my taxes because you have to.
That's right.
And I've got an opinion on that I'm going to share for another radio show another time. However, you now have, you've thrown your name on the table to say, look, I'm going to stand up here and I'm going to bring forth some conversation that needs to happen.
Yeah, or common sense.
Oh, okay.
And this is what I love about Montana government. It's a citizen's government,
yes,
right?
It is.
And I'm not going to dazzle you or your listeners with all the House bills and all the things that have happened. But what I am going to do is say, when I get to Helena, I'm going to bring some business common sense. I've been an entrepreneur for 45 years.
Yeah.
Budget,
so
strategy.
You started when you were 2, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I'm on video now. I look young. But no, you've got to bring common sense to the people. And that's the notion, because our tax bills are terrible. I'm hearing stories of family legacy properties, and I'm not talking about anything fancy. I'm talking about that little teeny cabin that's hardly hanging in there on the lake.
Yep.
Been there for 3 generations. The family goes there every summer for to enjoy their vacation, and they're losing it because the taxes are out of control.
Yeah.
Right? How does that even make sense? They didn't think about the farmers and ranchers that might have a little logging cabin or second home, on the other side for whatever. All these people are paying double taxes. They were going after the out-of-staters that have, second property here.
Yeah.
And it's crushing people, literally.
So what happened? It kind of trickled down, or it just went across the lines? What happened?
Well, it went across the lines. And what's really interesting, last night I was at, where was that? Mercantile Steakhouse.
Okay.
Bill Goldberg, who owns Compass, right? He's there. They were talking about in this group about the business taxes in town too. Some of these businesses, they've tripled their taxes.
Yeah.
We're talking $30,000, $40,000 in taxes for a business that might have been paying $5,000.
Yeah.
How did we get there?
So what happens when a business sees, let's call that a 6x multiplier on taxes? What happens?
Yeah, the doors are closed. Have you seen all the for rent signs downtown right now?
Yeah.
You know, people are coming and going.
And as a guy who has storefront, as a guy who does smash a burger pretty
right.
well, what happens when those costs go up? The menu price goes up.
That's right.
And what happens when the business owner gets squeezed? Salaries get challenged. When salaries get challenged, people start to complain because they can't make a living wage. I mean, you see how all of this is connected?
Absolutely. So when you're looking at the ballots and who you're going to vote for, look at people that will bring some common sense to our legislation. Right. And we have some incredible legislators here in the Flathead. Right. Yeah. So the House seat I'm running for is Amy Regeer's seat. She's termed out. She's done a wonderful job.
Sure.
She's going to run for Senate downtown Kalispell.
Cool.
And she has fully endorsed me to take her seat based on my experience in business and all the things that I've done. She knows that she can count on a good vote there after all the hard work she's done.
Jim Riley, House District 6, and you've got a primary coming up in June.
I do.
That's actually days before my birthday, so make it good, okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'll do my best. You know, we've got a lot of people interested in this primary election.
Yes,
we've got some disruption. The individual that's running against me, I didn't know him before. I've never seen him involved. He does put an R by his name. Apparently, he moved here from Portland about 1.5 years ago, and here he is. So we're going to give it our best. That's why it's like a flower season with signs. My signs are popping up everywhere.
That's right. I like it. Hey, this is the Flathead Home Show. We're talking about property taxes and why these things matter and what you need to know when you go to cast your vote in June with Jim Riley. My name is Justin Meccia. We'll be right back. Little emphasis on Jim Riley there. So it just Riley.
Thank you.
What do we got? Just under 6?
Just over 6.
Just over 6?
Yeah.
Okay. What else do you want to tackle?
Real estate.
You
know, something fun. What's happening? What's going on in the valley?
Okay.
Right?
Okay. All right. Cool. Ready, Matt? And we're back. It's the Flathead Home Show. My name's Justin Meccia. In the studio with me, good friend and fellow realtor Jim Riley. Your name is on a ballot.
Yeah.
Right? House District 6. We've got primary election June 2nd. We spent 6 minutes or so talking about property taxes, why these things matter, and why it matters to send common sense to Helena. We're going to come back to that, though. Jim, how's real estate?
It's good. You know, I've got 6 deals in the works right now.
Okay.
And by the way, for the listeners, Justin brought me into this business. Thank you very much.
You can blame me.
Actually, I'm going to blame you because I'm having a great time.
Good.
You know, we talk about what's going on in the valley, what's moving, what's not moving. There is some movement in real estate.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm receiving calls. I don't have any outreach right now.
Sure.
But the calls are coming in. They're like, hey, I heard you're a faith-based agent. Yes, I am. I'd love to work with you. And so that's been a lot of fun to see those calls come in and to support people and give people the extra attention they need. And as you've said before, usually it's a life, something big in life that's happening.
I say life moves real estate.
Yes, it does.
Life moves real estate.
Death, aging out, divorce. It's unfortunate. And that's where we got to approach this business with a kind heart.
Yes.
And understand why they're coming to us and how we can help them.
Yeah. You know, many other commodities in life can be treated as accessory, right? Even your automobile can be treated as accessory. In fact, I read a post just a couple of days ago. I really loved this because I live by this too. You know, the $80,000 car and the $8,000 car both get you to work.
That's right.
One will keep you there, right?
Yeah.
So you know, you can treat so many other elements in life. But housing is always is needed.
Yeah, it is.
Period. Right. And for those of you who are renting right now, please don't feel alienated because there's a path for you too. And Jim knows this, right? Because there was a day where you were renting. There was a path for you.
That's right.
There was a day when I was renting. There was a path for me. And today, as stewards of home ownership, really what we are is stewards to wealth creation for people. As stewards of that, we are here to help you develop that path.
Well, giving them the tools, right? So you find the mortgage broker, the insurance company, the repairman, and all the things that's going to make that puzzle come together. And that's the fun part. You know, look at your agents as somebody that's going to bring resources to the table to get you that next step. Matter of fact, I have 3 clients right now. They're all renting and they're looking for that next step. Right? How exciting for them.
Exactly. And you get to be a part of that.
Yeah.
You're kind of like the spearhead.
Well, you taught me that. And you know what's been so fun going back to the politics is knocking on doors, meeting more people and hearing their story, especially as it relates to real estate. And there's so many wonderful people in Flathead. I haven't knocked on a door that I didn't appreciate the conversation I had.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. I'm so blessed to live here.
It's the smile, man. It's the smile. It's that great smile. You know, let's bring it all right back here. So as a realtor, And especially let's take it from the perspective of the renter, because not all of your clients are people who are renting who want to go buy, but those are fun stories, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, let's take it from that perspective, because it's really easy for everybody to understand, because everybody listening, chances are you're either renting or you were renting, so you understand that perspective. Here, Jim comes along and helps you change that narrative, right? Because the day that you start paying your mortgage is the day that you're starting to invest in yourself.
That's right.
The interest rate might be 6.5% today, but the interest rate on that rent check that you're paying, 100%.
100%.
None of it comes back to you, right? None of it comes back to you. Whereas if it's 6.5, then what? Roughly 93.5% is actually coming back to you, right? So, or in future.
It's too early for all those numbers, Justin.
That's true. That's true. Okay, let's get away from the numbers and let's get to the warm and fuzzy. So then one day, this person that you helped years ago calls you up and says, "Hey, Jim, life has shown up." And that could be a number of things, right? I'm getting married. I'm getting divorced. We're having a child. A child is leaving and going off to college, right? Life will move real estate. And so Jim's available, right? And
That's
so Jim helps that person navigate properly from address A to address B, whatever that looks like. Now here's Jim saying, you know what, I'm going to take this a step further. And I'm here to help preserve property acquisition, property rights. I'm here to tackle that which is antagonistic to property absorption and property rights for the Montana citizen.
I love that.
I'm looking at your campaign pillars right here, and strong economy, local opportunity, defending constitutional freedoms, all of these things that matter to every homeowner.
That's right. And since you're listening, primary June 2nd, so many people are not aware of what a primary is and how to get registered for it, and all the things. You don't just vote in November. This is an opportunity to say, this is actually more important than the general if you side with one part or the other, because you get the chance to pick who you send to the general.
That's right.
Right? It's critical. I've got 45 years of business experience.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring something to the table.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what we got to look at. By the way, you mentioned something there. Real estate happens around life.
Yeah.
I had a buyer. We bought a home in December. He called me 2 weeks ago. He says, "Jim, I've got to move back."
Okay.
Divorce.
Yeah.
Realtors, first question shouldn't be, when do you want to sell? It should be, are you okay?
Yes.
How are you doing?
Yes.
How can I help you?
How can I help you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
what do you need?
It breaks my heart that that's the reason behind it. And I think us as agents need to have that heart, be sympathetic, and not transactional.
Yeah. Yeah. We're down to seconds, Jim. Those listening, wanting to learn more, learn a little bit more about how you stand. How do they find you?
Jim Riley, Riley 4 FOR HD6. Jim Riley 4 HD6. Or scan the QR code on one of those signs all over the place.
There you go. You got fancy, man. You must have kids helping you out.
I like to win. I've got the homeschool kids in the room, Darylyn and Reagan. We're loving it. We're doing all the things. They've knocked doors. They put up signs. They are here for me. Hi, girls.
Say hi, girls. There it is. It's beautiful, beautiful. Jim, we got to bounce. It's the Flight at Home show. Hey, best of luck to you, buddy.
Thank you.
And thank you for your service.
I appreciate you having me on.
It's the Flight at Home show. Be safe, be well. And of course, as always, hey, Flathead. Girls, you get to sign us off by saying welcome home. Come on up.
Welcome home.
First shot.